Hey y'all, I'm James Wright and welcome to my shop. Today we are making a scraper thing. This thing. Let's dive in. Today we're going to work with something a little bit different. Hard maple. It's honestly one of my least favorite woods. It is incredibly durable, strong, and a really good functioning wood, but it has no character to it. It's just blah, white wood. But for something like this, I want something that's durable. I want something that's diffuse porous, and hard maple really is a great source for it. And so this is an old scrap that I have. This is actually from one of the past glue tests, and so it makes a really good chance for that. I'm going to start by sketching out what I want and kind of getting a rough idea of its shape. Once I get it roughed into it, I can start putting in some actual curvatures to it and figuring out what I'm looking for. I want this to be about paddle size. So when I cut the board, I cut it to about that long. This looked like something that would feel about good. Something around 15 to 18 inches-ish, nothing specific. And so this is a great chance to just experiment, play around, have some fun in the shop, and it doesn't matter if it looks good in the end. It doesn't matter if it's perfectly done in every aspect. As long as it's functional, that's all that matters. For cutting out the centers in this, most of the time I would actually cut in on either end and then chisel it out. But I thought let's get my turning saw skills a bit of a chance to grow, because your skills never improve if you never use them. So I don't normally like doing this, and personally I find this a little bit of a less enjoyable way of doing it, but I want to improve my skills. And you can see how they're kind of wavy. They're not great. So I need to work on that a little bit more. For the corners, you can come in with a chisel and knock them off and round them over very, very quickly. Then bring in a cabinet rasp and just smooth them over, and you get a really nice, even transition from one side to the other. Quick hit with a file, and you have a perfectly rounded corner. And so I'm going to be doing this on the top end. It's basically a boat paddle, but then the other end, rather than being a paddle in the water, is kind of sharp and scrapes off the grill. I'm going to use the rasp to smooth out any of the imperfections from the saw, and then I can come in with the chisel and make a nice clean transition. Most of the rest of this I'm going to do with rasp and file, because it is great for just detailing things down. A good rasp goes through the wood incredibly quickly, and then the file can come in and smooth that out. For the sharp end, I was thinking, oh, let's just plane it down, and I realized, wait a second, I'm smarter than this. Let's set it up and actually draw it out. And so I have a mark for how thick the board is, and then cut in, and then I just connect the dots from corner to mark and cut a 45 on here. That was a lot faster than planing it down. And then I can just flip it around and do one quick pass with the plane and get a nice clean surface on there. And that's all I need for the 45 in the end. And it doesn't even have to be perfectly clean. I mean, it's a scraper for a grill, so don't worry about it. I want to smooth this all down before adding chamfers to all the corners so that I have a nice base surface. So we're going to smooth the top and front and both sides. This one you can see a bit of a chunk left out from the glue test where the glue actually broke out. So it is a bit of history in the piece. You can come in with, next up, the spoke shaves make a really quick work of chamfering all the corners, especially on these inside shapes. The spoke shave can get into it. And with this round bottom plane, I can get into those curvatures in the bottom and make it feel good. There's really no direct reason to this other than it feels better than having it sharp. Because this is something you don't really use that often unless you're grilling every day, which I try to, but yeah, I don't always get out there. So then I can come in with the file and connect the dot from one end to the other. Now I need a way to actually hang this up on the grill, and so I was originally planning on drilling a hole and then hanging the hole on the hook, and then I thought, wait a second, I've got some paracord I'm gonna put on there. So I'm gonna drill the hole and then chamfer out the ends, and that'll give me something to put the paracord on. I can take it out to the grill and mark out where the rack integrates with it, and then with a quick gouge I can hit these off. Now you don't really need to do this, it will work itself in, but I find putting a quick gouge on there makes it so that they work in a bit better, and they actually will wrap around the grill surface, and you get really nice clean on there. I'm going to be using some boiled linseed oil, my homemade stuff, so it is food safe, and soak it all down. The maple really doesn't soak up that much, and it doesn't change that much in color. It just adds a little bit of protection to it. It'll be underneath the grill cover, so it'll be out of the weather, but I would just want to have a little bit of protection there. I'll put some paste wax on it. But for the cord, I have this nice blue paracord because why not? Everything else in my house is blue. I think this should be as well. Now, originally I was thinking maybe I should do a little bit of carving on this, and I was going to do that, but I ran out of time, and it's time to actually start grilling. So, yeah, you can tell I just bought this grill. It's a brand new one for me, and so there's really nothing to clean off other than kind of playing with it and experimenting and cleaning off any of the oil that was on here. So when I seasoned the grill and let it all cook in, then I can come in and scrape off anything that was on the surface before the first actual cook. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. I love these scrapers. They make it so much easier to clean the grill, and they really do a good job of getting around the sides rather than just scraping off the top. No, we have to worry about wires too. So yeah, quick little fun project. A great way to spend some time in the shop. Happy. So you have it, a grill scraper. I really like these. I have one for my other grill, and I had one for my last smoker, which died not too long ago. So I wanted to get one that actually fits my smoker. And so this one is carved to that size, and so I really like it. These are kind of fun, especially if you have a smoker that has a protective top, like mine has a ceramic coating on the steel, and so this keeps it a little softer. You're not getting metal pieces in your meat. So a piece of scrap maple that I've had lying around, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So hope you like this. If you have any questions, thoughts, ideas, or even snide remarks, I do love getting those. Putting them down below really helps out the channel. Anytime you comment, it helps us. It really does get in front of more people. The algorithm, you know how it goes. But there's names over here. Those are the fantastic, wonderful, benevolent, gorgeous, and amazing people over on Patreon. Because of that, patrons or members are people who click the little join button down there. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. We are completely sponsored by you. So if you like that and would like to help keep us going, then think about becoming a patron on Patreon, and you know what to do. I think they'll do it for now. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Yeah, this thing brings back a lot of bad memories. My mother had one like this. It had holes in it, and I actually broke it once.